Deep in the heart of Connecticut lies Devil's Hopyard, a state park with a reputation as dark as the forest that surrounds it. The locals speak in hushed tones of a lurking horror, an ancient evil that prowls the woods at night, waiting for those foolish enough to wander too close to the infamous Chapman Falls. The story goes that long ago, before the park was established, this land was cursed by a vengeful spirit, a witch who was wronged by the townsfolk. She swore that her spirit would never rest, that she would haunt the woods forever, and that anyone who dared disturb her would face unimaginable terror. The carvings are still there, etched deep into the trees near the falls. Twisted symbols that no one can decipher, yet everyone instinctively fears. They say if you touch them, the curse will follow you, marking you as the witch's next victim. Most who visit Devil's Hopyard dismiss it as just another ghost story, but some never come back. I was one of the skeptics, curious to see these infamous carvings for myself. One evening, just as the sun dipped below the horizon, I made my way to the park. The forest was darker than I expected, the thick canopy of trees blocking out the remaining light. The air was still, too still, as if the whole forest was holding its breath. I found the carvings just as the last light faded, glowing faintly in the dimness. As I reached out to trace the lines with my fingers, a chill ran down my spine, and I heard it, a low, guttural growl coming from somewhere deep in the woods. I froze, my hand hovering over the tree. The growl came again, closer this time. I turned slowly, and that's when I saw it. A figure, tall and hunched, stood at the edge of the clearing, barely visible through the fog. Its limbs were unnaturally long, its head tilted at an odd angle, as if it were studying me. I couldn't see its face, but I felt its gaze, cold, predatory. I didn't wait to see what it would do next. I ran, tearing through the underbrush, my heart pounding in my chest. I could hear it behind me, moving with an unnatural speed, crashing through the trees. I stumbled, nearly falling, and that's when I saw it. A torn piece of clothing caught on a branch, stained with blood. The ground beneath was gouged with deep claw marks, as if something had been dragged away. The growling was louder now, right behind me. I could feel its breath on the back of my neck, hot and rancid. I pushed myself to run faster, the trees blurring past me, the path twisting and turning in the darkness. I didn't know where I was going, only that I needed to get out of those cursed woods. I don't remember how I made it out, but somehow I stumbled back to the park entrance. I collapsed there, gasping for breath, my body trembling with fear. The growling had stopped, but I didn't dare look back. I knew that whatever was lurking in those woods was still watching, waiting for me to return. I never did. I never will. They say the curse of the witch still haunts Devil's Hopyard, that her spirit commands the creature that roams those woods. And now, I'm inclined to believe them. If you ever find yourself near the park, heed the warnings. Stay away from the falls, and never, ever touch the carvings, because once you do, it might already be too late.